Hello, everyone. This is Haley Wazinski, the Physician and Program Relations Manager here at Practice Match. This webinar is all about where to search for job opportunities. So in the previous webinar, we talked about the job search timeline of, when I should actually start looking, when I should start applying, when I should start going on interviews. But this week, we're going to focus on where to search for opportunities. That way we can get that whole process, rolling. So during the webinar, the phone lines will be muted. This is just to help prevent any excess background noise that can occur sometimes. So questions are still encouraged. Please just put those in that questions chat box. I will monitor that throughout the webinar. And then there will also be time at the end of the webinar to ask any additional questions that you may have. And all my contact information will be up at the end. So if you don't have a question now, but you come up with one later, you can always reach out to me via email or phone, and we can discuss that as well. But perfect. So let's go ahead and get started. So the big question is, where should I search? So we talked a little bit last week about how, the internet is great, but it's also kind of a curse because it's just so big. So where should I actually start to search for those job opportunities? One place is going to be an organization's website. So if I know a specific organization that I really want to work for, maybe it is where I am doing my training currently, where I did my training in the past. I know someone that worked at that organization. I've just heard really great things about it. Going to their website is a really great place to look for whatever open opportunities that they currently have. Another place that I can look is the Practice Match Career Center. So on the Practice Match Career Center, this isn't going to be for one specific organization. You can filter it out to be that way, but what that'll help you do is look for all of the open opportunities in your specialty and in your desired geographic location, but it's not going to say, here is only organization A. It's going to show you all of the organizations that have opportunities in that area. So that way, especially if it's maybe a smaller hospital that you haven't really heard of, or you're not super familiar with the area and you're just not sure what organizations are out there, this will help to show all of them for you. We can also go to career fairs. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Practice Match career fairs. We do actually have both live and virtual career fairs. So we'll talk about the difference between the two. We'll also talk about the similarities. And then lastly, physician specialty conference shows. So if you're already going to a conference like AAFP, ASEP, IMED, anything like that, you know that there's going to be an exhibit hall. And in that exhibit hall, there are going to be potential employers that have booths set up. So at those conferences, that's actually a really great time for you as you're walking around the exhibit hall to learn more about that organization itself, maybe find out what opportunities they have available, what opportunities they're going to have available. But that's a really great way that as you are at that conference and you're just, walking around the exhibit hall to kill time or to collect all the knickknacks, to actually start that job search there. So let's focus on organization websites first. So on here, like I mentioned, this is the perfect place to go if you already know what organization you want to work for. This is going to be the direct source for all their open opportunities. So you can go in, you can see it, and you can find out for just that one organization. So if we go ahead and we actually go to an organization's website, and I'm going to go ahead and go to mercy.net. So once I'm on their website, I can go to that career section up at the top. And then this is going to allow me to actually break it down even more to say I'm looking at, physician opportunities. I can search for careers at Mercy by specific job title, location. But then also if I scroll down a little bit more, I can look at Mercy, Mercy Virtual. I can also say I'm looking for clinical opportunities. I'm looking for leadership. I'm looking for physician. So whatever I'm looking for, I can come in here and I can see that. So if I click on physician here, it's still going to give me my option to put in my keywords up top, but now it's also added in some options over on the left-hand side for me. So I can come in, I can narrow it down even more, but once I find an opportunity that I'm interested in, and let's go ahead and click on this family medicine physician. Once I see that position that I'm interested in, I can read through the opportunity. And if I come up with a question or I just want to know a little bit more about the opportunity or about Mercy, I can actually reach out to Lisa, who is the recruiter for this opportunity, and I can find out more from her. If I am ready right now to apply for this opportunity, there's also that option up at the top. So makes it really easy for me to come in here, find an opportunity, and apply for it. One thing that I do like to point out is that just like each organization, is different, physically by, size, same thing with the websites. Some websites are going to be very easy to navigate through. It's going to be very user friendly. Everything's going to, be really easy for you to find and to apply for. Others are going to be set up a little bit differently, and it may be a little bit more cumbersome to, find the physician jobs. Maybe they aren't filtered out from just their regular opportunities or from the advanced practitioner side. So be aware that as you go into an organization's website, not everyone is going to be set up super user friendly or set up the same. So that is something just to prepare for because it can be frustrating on some websites, especially if they're a little bit older, haven't really been updated, and they're just not user friendly to find what you're looking for. But on the flip side of the organization websites, we also talked about the Practice Match Career Center. So this isn't going to look at just the one organization, it's going to look at all organizations with those open opportunities that have posted to the Practice Match Career Center. So first and foremost, you're going to be able to narrow it down by specialty and geographic preference, but even after that, you're going to have some additional options of how you want to narrow it down. So if I come into the Practice Match Career Center and I just go to practicematch.com, over on the left-hand side here, it's going to allow me to actually search by my specialty. We'll say family medicine, and then I can choose a state. So let's go with Texas. So just by searching family medicine in Texas, that brings up 200 jobs for me. So this can be a little bit overwhelming, especially since, Texas is a really big state. There may be parts of the state that I'm not necessarily interested in. If I'm looking for more of the Dallas or Austin area compared to Houston or El Paso or Lubbock, I want to narrow that down more. So if I want to come in here to actually say, you know what, I'm just looking for Houston, Texas, I can actually put that in that geographic filter. I do also, however, have the opportunity over on the left-hand side to say, you know what, I just want to see which jobs were posted today. So none of them. But let's check the last 7 days. So 41 jobs have been posted in the last 7 days. So I can come in here and I can see those opportunities. So it makes it really, really nice for me. But I do also have the option to narrow it down by visa status. I see some loan repayment options. So you have those different ways that you can actually come in and narrow down your job search. If you do find an opportunity, though, that you're interested in, so let's go ahead and let's say that we want to look at this full and part-time physicians needed in Austin, Texas. Whenever I come in here, that's going to show me the rest of that opportunity's description. So I can see more information here. I can see About Care Now. And then if I'm interested, I can actually click here to email. that recruiter. If I'm interested in, starting a bigger discussion, because maybe like on the last opportunity that we looked at, maybe I have some questions. Maybe I want to know a little bit more. They mentioned part-time and full-time. How many are they hiring for each position? So this is where I'm able to come in and I can start that conversation. I do also have the ability to just click apply now, just like I did on Mercy's website. But another nice thing is that let's say that I'm really interested in working for Care Now and I want to see what other opportunities they have available. I can click on this landing page and I can see that Care Now is part of HCA. So I know HCA is pretty big, so I can come in here and I can see it broken down by the different physician job listings. So if I see another one that I'm interested in, there's one in Dallas as well. I can see there's some in Denver, Colorado, Austin, Texas. So I can actually come in here and I can see all the different locations that they have available. So if maybe I'm interested in that job, but I want to see where else they would have that opening at, I can come in here and I can see that. So it makes it really, really nice. So like I said, you can apply directly through the website here, as well as on that organization's website like we saw before. But this is going to help you out immensely if you are someone who goes, okay, I know that I want to work in this area. I'm just not 100% sure who's around there or what opportunities are available. You can actually see that through the Practice Match Career Center. And another thing that I do like to point out, the Career Center is completely free. You're not going to get charged for applying for an opportunity, for searching. It's not going to say, oh, hey, you ran a search. Do you want to see, X amount of results? As you saw, it just pops up with all the results, and then you can go in, you can narrow it down, and you can apply through there. And so next, we're going to talk about the Practice Match career fairs. There are two different types of career fairs that we do here at Practice Match. We have our live career fairs, which are going to take place in specific cities across the country. We also do the virtual career fairs, which are broken down by region. So that is one of the big differences between the two, because with the live, we're going to be in a specific city state. With the virtuals, we're going to be in the Pacific region, or we're going to be in the Central or Frontier. So that is the biggest difference between the two. Another difference is going to be that with the virtual career fairs, you're going to be chatting with those potential employers via instant messaging. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, you know what? I just came from the hospital, or you know what? I am too tired to try to look nice tonight. It's all via chat. So you can chat with recruiters both locally and nationwide, from the comfort of your house, or if you're still stuck at the hospital, from your phone in the break room, your laptop, your tablet. So you have that option with the virtual career fairs. With the live career fairs, this is going to let you network face to face. The really nice thing about the Practice Match live career fairs is that they are very stress-free and casual. So some people will come, dressed up. Others are going to come in scrubs because, hey, I just got done and I came straight over here. So that is the nice thing about the career fairs, is that it's a low pressure situation for you to talk with potential employers. They know at that career fair that you are interested in learning more about them, about opportunities, and they want to try to sell themselves as an organization to you. So that's going to be for both the live and the virtual. But the nice thing is that you are going to be able to talk with those recruiters and have a conversation. So one thing with the live career fairs, there are going to be prizes to attendees. So there is a $250 gift card raffle. There is also a $100 gift card raffle for bringing a copy of your CV. And then perks for attending for both include free CV review done by Practice Match. So even if there is a career fair and you go, man, I cannot attend it, I would love to, but I'm on vacation. I'm just not going to have access to my computer or to my phone or anything during that time. You can also always, RSVP as not attending, and you can submit your CV. We'll still review it for you. So same thing, you can always email it over to us. We'll review it. But You'll also get that Siskin Susser Immigration Handbook. There are sometimes for the live career fairs seminars prior to the career fair starting, so you can come in for that as well. And then also um, with both of them, you are going to have your contact information given to those recruiters that you chatted with. So if you don't have a card, which a lot of physicians don't, so don't freak out right now. But if you don't have a business card, you don't have a copy of your CV with you at the career fair, we will make sure that anyone that you chatted with does get your contact information so that way they can reach out to follow up with you if you just didn't have it with you. But let's go ahead and look at how the virtual career fairs are broken down real quick. So like I mentioned before, we do have the Pacific, the Frontier. We also have the Midwest, South, and Northeast. So we have those broken up just to make it a little bit easier time zone wise for people that do want to attend the different career fairs of knowing, hey, when is this one going to start compared to that one? We do another career fair that isn't listed here, and that's the Nationwide. The Nationwide Career Fair is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to take place from California all the way to Maine. So that is another career fair where, once again, you'll be able to chat with exhibitors all across the country. So with the career fairs, like I mentioned before, really great because they're chat-based, but that is a really great way also if you do have one of those schedules where it just doesn't allow you to be able to go to a physical career fair, or if you are currently training in California but you really want to move back to the East Coast to work and you don't want to have to book a flight for a one-day career fair, this is a really good way to chat with those recruiters as well. So one thing that a lot of people do like about the career fairs also is that since they are chat based, you can be at your house, you can be, in the car if you're not driving. If you're carpooling with someone and you're just sitting in the passenger seat or the back seat on the train, anything like that, you can come in and you can actually chat for, 5 minutes, all 4 hours, or as long as you'd like to. But real quick, just to see the full career fair schedule, if I go back to the Practice Match website, once I'm on the website, I can go to Physicians and then Career Fairs and Events. This is going to show me all of the upcoming career fairs. So I can see the live career fair schedule, I can look at the virtuals, but it's also going to tell me the two most upcoming career fairs as well. So if I'm interested in seeing what the live career fair schedule looks like, I can see that the first career fair is taking place on February 21st in Chicago. And I can come down, I can scroll through to find my city. And if I'm in Dallas, I can say, you know what, I want to learn more and I want to register for this career fair. So from here, this is where you can put all your information in and upload that CV. On the flip side, if I'm interested in the virtual career fair, once again, I can come in here. I can learn more and register. So there's not going to be a location here because you're going to be sent a link to actually click on to join. So it makes it really, really simple. And then lastly, we have those physician specialty conferences. So like I mentioned before, if you're already attending a conference and you know there's an exhibit hall because almost all of them have one, and you know that you're going to be there during those days, make sure that you stop by. Don't just stop at the booths that are closest to the door where you can easily, enter and exit without, getting caught in conversations that you don't want to be in with the different reps for, pharmaceuticals and all that. But make sure that you check out the exhibit hall before you even go. So the really nice thing about a lot of these conferences is that they're going to have that on their website. So just to look at a quick example, SHM is coming up late March. So Practice Match is going to this one, which is why I already know that their exhibit hall floor is laid out. So from here, if I want to see who is exhibiting at SHM 19, I can see that I can meet the exhibitors. And then from here, it's going to, tell me more about the exhibit hall, but I can also look at the exhibit map. This is going to be a really great tool for you because from here, You can list them all out. You can come in, you can see who is at which booth. But also, if I know, okay, I'm interested in Carolina's healthcare systems, from here, I can learn more about them. I can look at their website, but most importantly, I can see what booth they're at. I definitely encourage you to go in, search for organizations that you know of or that you're interested in, see what booth number they're at, and make sure that that first day that you walk around and you talk to those booths first and foremost. Because number one, that is just going to help, alleviate any stress that you might feel about, okay, I have to go talk to them. I have to go talk to them. I have to remember to stop by that booth. But also, that's going to make sure that, you get the information that you need first and foremost, and that anything else that you get is just supplemental. So definitely stop by those booths first and foremost. A lot of the conferences now, they'll have apps where you can actually plan your day out. You can put, hey, this is the lecture that I'm attending, or I'm stopping by the Innovation Theater at this time, or I'm going to the poster presentations. So you can actually put in booths that you're interested in, stopping by, or on every cell phone, there's that notes feature. Go ahead, list the booths out that you want to stop by there first and foremost. But any questions? If so, please feel free to throw those in that chat box. And once again, you can also always email me at practicepath@practicematch.com or call or text my cell phone at 314-745-0869. Also, you can respond to any of the registration links from the webinar, the reminders, all that good stuff. Those all come directly to me as well. But thank you so much for attending, and we hope to see you at a future webinar.